Yo 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 yo! What's up, my lovely 6 viewers? How are you doing today and how was your summer? Please write in the comment section about how your summer was. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it mediocre? Just write something in my comment section, please, so I can feel good about myself. Do I have to beg you? Do I have to beg you to write something in the comment section? God damn it. Because if I do, I will. Please, please. Okay, whatever. Let's get to the video. So this game is in my KV2, and it's really not about my gameplay. And this is gonna be a new kind of video, because I'm bored of making all old World of Tanks videos. This is actually gonna be an attempt of a study of World of Tanks player base relating to intelligence, and you'll see what I mean. I chose this video because it got me thinking. Look at the T-3485 player that is sitting behind me, behind the house. I will blur out his name because I don't want him to get identified by you 6 people. I want him to have privacy, because he's a private guy, you know. But this is gonna be about the IQ of players and the player base in general, because a lot of time you play this game and it seems like people are retarded, like actually retarded, considering what they do and how they play and stuff like that. I'm sure you have noticed. You probably have. If you haven't noticed, that probably means you're one of the retarded people. So, okay, how do we measure IQ in our society? Well, we have multiple ways, but one of the most popular and probably the most reliable ways is IQ test. IQ test, it doesn't really tell you how smart you are or how intelligent you are per se, but it measures some intelligence-based capabilities that you have. Now, IQ is distributed in a normal distribution and described with a Gaussian curve or a bell curve. Why a bell curve? Because it's shaped like a bell. Why Gaussian? Because it's named after this guy, Carl Friedrich Johann Gauss. That's German, of course, and lived in the 19th century, and he probably was the first one to describe it, and some mathematician, doesn't matter. Okay. So, as you can see here, most of the people have an IQ of 100. Why? Because the IQ distribution is standardized so that 100 is the averagiest, if that's a word, of averages that people have. So 100 is average. It's on the top of the curve, as you can see here. And like 2.5% of the whole population has an IQ above 130, and 2.5% has an IQ below 70, and 2/3 are between 85 and 115. So this is IQ. And presumably World of Tanks players have this kind of IQ, like they're distributed pretty much the same way. And I'm gonna take the EU server for this example, for this, I don't know, discussion that I'm gonna have in this monologue of mine. Okay, so sometimes, often, it seems like people have very low IQ when they play this game. Your teammates, the enemy team. So how come? I mean, it seems almost like 90% of the people have an IQ below 70, not 2.5%. Now, got me thinking, how much does IQ predict success in online gaming? Or in World of Tanks in specific? Does IQ just correlate with how successful you are? Or are there other factors? For example, how motivated are you to win, to learn, how competitive you are, in other words? What is your capability of spatial thinking? Can you use mouse and keyboard? your hand-eye coordination, how good is your equipment, what is your lag, of course. If you're Polish, for example, okay, that was, but still, you know what I mean. Polish people, don't be salty. There's some really good Polish players, but it seems like 90% of them are like below 70 IQ, if IQ is at all correlated with how successful you are at World of Tanks. That is still questionable. I mean, I would guesstimate, I've seen no studies, but I would guesstimate that it is in some way correlated, but it doesn't tell the whole story. So, I went to check out the WNA distribution for the EU server, and what I found out was this. Most of the people, globally, 27% of them are very bad, 21% are bad, 20% or 17% are below average, 15% average, 9% good, and so on and so on. Super Unicum 1%, Unicum approximately 1.2%, and great less than 3%. So, what does this tell us? This is not a bell curve. I mean, it is, but it's not normally distributed. You see, most of the people are below average. So how come average is named average if average is not average, but bad is actually average? From this, from this data, why is this the case? And I was doing a lot of thinking, and let me tell you, I have no idea. Well, not for sure, at least. Meanwhile, look at this. If anyone was watching the game while I was blabbering, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's sitting behind the same house for the whole game, shooting HE. Now, you see why I'm talking about IQ? And his stats are green. So he's a good player. He's above average, way above average, if you take into consideration that most of the people are red to orange. And he's above green, and he is sitting behind the same house, almost never moved. He moved from the spawn to this house and shooting HE. But you must have noticed that this game went really poorly for us. I died, I tried to do what I could, and I got angry at the team because they all died and left me alone there to fight against like 5 enemies, and I couldn't run away because KV2 is too slow. I know you're probably saying, yeah, why did you even go there? You should run away faster, but where am I gonna run with a KV2 realistically? I just tried to do as much damage as I could, and 2000 is not that bad for the KV2, but doesn't matter, I don't need to defend myself, goddammit. But this guy, if this guy was with me, we'd probably win already, maybe. Maybe not, because he's shooting HE. But look at him, he's just turning his turret, not even moving his tank now. So, this guy, I don't know what his IQ is. I asked him why is he shooting HE, and he told me he only has HE, and I asked him why, and silence. He might just be trolling, he might just be, I don't know, making his own YouTube video about look at me, I'm behind a house shooting HE, haha, let's see what the chat says. I don't know. But my point is, there has to be something else going on here. Because maybe he doesn't speak English very well, and he can't, but he clearly understood my question. So why is he not answering in the chat? It's not like he's super busy, he's not moving his tank, he's just answering the chat, and he's not answering. So he must be laughing away, or he must be really stupid, like below 70 IQ or 80 or something like that. Or maybe he's a genius. Maybe he's used to people insulting him and not understanding him, because all of the geniuses are misunderstood. See, he shot the guy, tracked the guy, but he will not fire again, because he's a genius. We cannot comprehend the awesomeness of his strategy, you know? Us normal people. His IQ must be off the charts, like in 0.0001%, he 200 plus, at least. Because he's predicting what everyone else is gonna do, what the server is gonna do, what the enemy art is gonna do, what his art is gonna do. He knew everything, because he doesn't need to move around and shoot normal ammo. No, He knew at the beginning of the game that behind this house he's gonna sit and shoot HE, never move almost, and still win. Now this is what I'm saying to you. When next time you say, this guy is stupid, this guy is retarded, look at what he's doing. No, he might be one of these geniuses. And this guy probably is a genius. So I owe an apology to Linde174. Teach me, master. Teach me. Look at this. He's just HEing, getting kills. No problem. No problem whatsoever for this guy. Doesn't need to move at all. Okay, let me go back to my previous discussion. So the IQ is normally distributed, but the WN rate, which is kind of a predictor of how good you are in World of Tanks, not perfect, but it's kind of a predictor, it's not normally distributed. Most of people are really, really bad, or bad. And average is not actually average, average is above average, if you look at statistically by numbers. But okay, there's a lot of new players, let's say. So if you take 20% of, let's say, new players away from the very bad population, you still end up with a below average stats for each player. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You make your own conclusions. All I know is you have to learn to recognize a genius, even though he puts his ass right in the way of the arty shot, but he knew that his own arty is gonna kill the enemy arty because he is a genius. You see that in retrospect. Okay, let's see the post-game results. Now, you might have wondered, I mean, what's gonna happen in the end? He's probably gonna be at the bottom or in the middle, maybe like 4th or 5th by experience. So please now make a guess. Where do you think he finished? 3, 2, 1, and let's see. Linde174 sat behind the house, behind one house, never moved. Well, he did move briefly at the end there, and he had to go to the house from the start of the game. But since then, he never moved, shot HE for the whole game, did 777 damage, which is a lucky number, by the way, or an unlucky, depends on where you're from, and had 3 kills and finished top on XP. He had 762 damage on detecting, and he even blocked 250 because he angled like a pro. Now, everyone was giving Linde174 hate for doing that, because we all thought that he is an idiot. But this is what happens when you are a genius. You're just misunderstood, and in reality, all of these other people, maybe not the arty player, because arty players are brilliant, but all the other people are idiots. We all dead, and he carried the game, and he's first on XP. So I hope you learned something today. Most of all, you probably learned that I'm an idiot. That I learned that too, because. But also I learned that this game is all about positioning. That's what they meant by that. Just position yourself behind the perfect house and carry every time. So Linde174, thanks for the lesson. My lovely 6 friends, thank you for watching. If anyone even watched this, please write something in the comment sections, whatever, and please dislike or like this video, or if I get 4 likes next time, I'm gonna sit behind the house for the whole game and shoot nothing but HE with a tank of your choosing. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I get 4 likes or 400 dislikes, I will do that. So and also thank you for watching, and goodbye now. Goodbye now.